What is up, everybody? Shawnee D Man here. Welcome back to the channel. You guys are doing great. And this is our review of Falcon and Winter Soldier. A little late, but that's okay. We got it here. That's all that matters. And we were just discussing a little bit about it. So, what are your thoughts on Falcon and Winter Soldier, Jimmy?
The series as a whole?
Yeah, the series as a whole.
I thought that we got some really great moments in terms of some of the characters, but I wasn't as into this one as I was WandaVision, and I really thought it would be the opposite. But I hate to say it, but like, I mean, there were a lot of things that left me like disappointed and just like certain resolutions for certain characters.
Yeah.
We can get into it in a minute.
Yeah.
Really kind of were a little disappointing, lackluster. But yeah, I would give it out of 10. Maybe like I'm gonna say 6 out of 10 for me. Just in terms of like overall enjoyment. Now, there were some great episodes in there.
Yeah, there were
great action scenes.
Yeah.
And I definitely like certain elements, and we can get into detail. And I'll explain them in a bit. But so your like overall thoughts?
It was good. I mean, the series was good. But I like you, and I saw a poll somebody posted on not Facebook, but on YouTube about which one people enjoyed more, WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like you, I actually enjoyed WandaVision a lot more than Falcon and Winter Soldier. And again, I don't know if that's just because WandaVision came out first, where originally Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first. And
I feel like WandaVision, every episode left you like wanting to know more.
Yeah, I think with Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was kind of straightforward with some things. Like with WandaVision,
there wasn't a lot of anticipation.
No, it was kind of it was just straightforward stuff that you kind of could probably already see ahead of time. Kind of like, again,
very predictable.
Yeah, with Sharon Carter being the power broker. Like, it's like like WandaVision with Agatha. It's like
I was really sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That was one of the things I wanted to get into. Was really disappointed in Sharon Carter's character.
Yeah,
her arc, because it just didn't feel natural. It didn't feel true to the Sharon Carter that we've seen. I know that she's been in the exposition we get that she's been through, some stuff, especially going through, being snapped and everything. And, I get that. I get how that can change a person. But I feel like they made her character do like a full 180.
Yeah.
And it just didn't make sense. And I was really hoping that the entire time that they were kind of teasing it, like every episode, I felt like, ever since she appeared in the Madripoor episode, I feel like after that, it was like it was so on the nose that they were trying to be like, oh, she's the power broker. Oh, she's the power broker. They really wanted you to, believe it. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a red herring. Like, they're going to, they're trying to make us think that she's going to be the power broker, but really it's going to be something different.
Yeah.
And they, of course, like, that's what was so like infuriating infuriating is like they made all the little teases so on the nose, and then when the reveal finally came, it's like, oh well, we already knew that. Like, it's really not.
It's not. It wasn't. It wasn't the moment she came into. I can't remember what episode it was. Maybe episode 3 or probably 3. I think 3 or 4. I mean, it was already pretty obvious that she was the power broker. Everybody kind of, everybody figured that out.
And like, I would have been fine if I was totally fine with them going down the, that she kind of had to slip into a little bit of a criminal lifestyle to survive because the government was after her. I didn't mind that. But when they came out and just full on made her the power broker, I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense for her character. It doesn't. And like,
it was she, and then even with the end credit scene of the series,
it felt like a waste.
Yeah, because like she, I thought, I don't know, I don't know about the character arc for her, and now she's basically still the power broker, selling stuff to whoever. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that. I don't know if that's just gonna be primarily stuck with like the Marvel TV series, or is it gonna branch off into the cinematic universe movies, depending on who gets the stuff from her. Is kind of, I don't know. This was also 6 episodes, so I felt like
and that's another thing. Like I was wanting to say, there were so many, I feel like, subplots that weren't like well-rounded enough, just because they didn't give them enough time with the character. Like John Walker, I really loved certain aspects of his character, but then it was like, after a certain point, he just kind of fell off the map. Like he's still there. They still show him. But like, they made his redemption so quick. Not that I didn't want him to be redeemed, but it was just like, there was no natural progression, I guess. It just felt like they were just trying to cram everything in.
But I did like John Walker. I thought that character was really good. You can see, why I guess you can see what you could. I mean, he, top military guy. Bunch of medals, bunch of awards. I mean, I guess you could see why they wanted to, and he already possessed like, was it an unusual physical, what did they say, because you could see in like whatever episode it was, like little training videos where you could see him throwing his shield, and also being able to like, not, I guess he didn't anticipate it on where it was going to come at him from, as say Steve Rogers would or Sam would after a lot of practice.
Yeah, I liked how John Walker's fighting style, especially like when he's throwing the shield, it's definitely, he's a little bit sloppier than Steve was, and it's kind of obvious because like we had talked about this before, where like, and it's a part of his character in the comics, but like Steve he knows the trajectory and like exactly where he needs to throw it for it to balance off of this and hit the guy. Whereas like John Walker's just like throw it and hit the guy. You know what I mean?
Yep. And now he did. It was pretty cool where like his friend Lamar fell off the truck in like the first or second episode, and he threw the shield and was able to catch him. That was really good. But it also felt like he relied on the shield so much Whereas again,
that he felt like he had to make himself another one.
Yeah. Well, again, we're comparing John Walker to Steve Rogers, but like Steve Rogers was able to go hand to hand combat with people. He didn't use the shield as much, but again, had that super soldier serum was perfect for him. Whereas which was interesting how, I don't know, because like with the quote unquote villains, of the series, the Carly Morgenthau character, which was good. I realized she's actually.
I came to like her a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit
I did
more.
too. I did.
Yeah.
She also was in Solo.
She was that.
She was good in that movie too.
I remember.
And I think she is an up and coming actress, and I hope she gets more opportunities in film. I think she's really good.
She did a great job in the show, for sure. I hate to just like complain the whole time, but another thing that was a little disappointed to see like throughout the entire series is as far as like inconsistencies. So say like when John Walker takes the super soldier serum and all of a sudden he can go toe to toe with Sam and Bucky.
Yeah.
Whereas Bucky is literally a trained killer.
Yeah, that was also a pretty crazy thing too.
He's just sitting there kicking both of their butts. Like, I was like, what is going on? You guys are freaking Avengers. Like, you should be destroying this dude.
Like,
and he's like kicking your tail. Like, it was me and Dana were sitting there like, we were like, what is going on? like Bucky's just getting thrown around
because he can do it because we saw it. We saw it in the series.
Winter Soldier, in Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Bucky is this like, I mean, he's like a force to be reckoned with.
Now they really that is Hydra based Winter Soldier. But like
true.
even though they were in Madripoor and Zemo kind of commanded Bucky to, beat the guy up, you saw that the Winter Soldier was still in Bucky because the way he was fighting and the way he was just destroying guys. And I wish that part of Bucky will come out a little bit more. He's not a trained killer anymore, but he still has those abilities in him.
Well, but the thing is, a lot of that is muscle memory. Like if we're getting really technical about it, and I mean, he is a trained soldier even before the experiments. So like, and I mean, he's fought with the Avengers. He fought in the war against Thanos. Like, I mean, and Sam too. And I mean, Sam did a better. That was the thing. It was like Sam was doing a better job than Bucky, who was like enhanced.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't have a problem with Sam doing better, but it just didn't make sense compared to what we've seen. You know what I mean?
I mean, Bucky's technically a super soldier also.
Yeah, and he's had a lot longer experience being a super soldier.
Yeah. Zemo, I love Zemo in this series as usual.
Yeah, he was great.
He did what he needed to do. Again, he's one of those characters where, kind of like with Sharon Carter, is where I'm thinking, where do you go with him now? I
think, and I've seen theories about this, I think what they're trying to do is, because the same with John Walker, I think they're setting up Thunderbolts.
Yeah. I've seen,
and I think that was what the tease with her name's Val.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of the tease there, because I know that she has like affiliations with Shield and Hydra in the comics.
A lot of people are wanting. I've seen a lot of people start to want that Thunderbolts movie even more now.
Which that would be so cool. Like I would love a Thunderbolts.
It was either
movie.
Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers is what some of the stuff I've
Yeah.
seen. I'm fine with either one. So yeah, I guess that's probably what the route they're gonna go. And then what was I thinking? What was I thinking? So Zemo was great as per usual. I enjoyed. He was just so funny and charismatic, and like he always had a plan, and you could tell like he always had a he always worked with a plan in mind, and he would even have a backup plan. So it worked out good. Like when his butler, I guess it's his butler, blew up that van with the last bit of super soldiers. I was like, oh my gosh, that's that I was like, oh my gosh. A surprising thing I was not expecting at all was having the Wakandans come into the show.
Yeah, I did not
I
expect
thought
that
was really cool, and I enjoyed the scene where
they were great.
Where John Walker and his friend Lamar was trying to fight him.
That was great. And then what is it like?
They're like
Bucky's like, doing great, John.
And then like they disabled Bucky's arm, which was crazy.
Yes.
It's
just like gone.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there were so many like great moments.
Yeah.
But I feel like there were moments.
Yeah.
But and like there wasn't enough to tie everything together and make it like a cohesive, great story.
Right.
I mean, I definitely loved, like I said, those kinds of moments. I loved. It was great, man. Sam's Captain America outfit is great. He looks good in it.
Yeah, and even
that reveal was sick.
Before we even forget, it was also Isaiah Bradley who was the first, which I think that was a very good story arc.
It was, and that last scene was great when they in the museum. I loved that.
Now the teenager that's with Isaiah Bradley, I forgot his name, but in the comics, he's Patriot. I think that's his name is Patriot.
Yeah, okay. I knew he was a character.
And so again, that's another character that you could set up for a future, Young Avengers movie. Because like right now too, you already got Cassie Lang who will be in whose stature who will be in the third Ant-Man film. You got Kate Bishop who will be in the Hawkeye series, and now you add this third character who is Patriot. So you're already kind of setting up the Young Avengers for a future film. But the Isaiah, I feel it's like so sad to like just hear his story and just to hear him like just what he had to go through. Yeah. And it was just crazy to watch. Well, a lot of it was political, which I mean,
it was a little
political,
a little on the nose with the politics.
Yeah, I got over it relatively quick because I know we talked about it the last time, but like Disney had like there's like 80% drop, not like it was like view of people subscribed, but it was kind of like there was that scene in episode 2 where Bucky and Sam are talking and cops show up and people like shut off the show at that exact moment. Like 80% of the people shut off the show at that exact moment. And so I mean I didn't think much about it. I noticed it, but I was kind of like but
yeah. Well, listen. I mean, I think it's just a lot of times I don't necessarily think I feel like we watch stuff like this to kind of have an escape from reality, and I don't think that isn't to say that you can't touch on subjects that are happening, but I guess it was kind of the first that we had really seen any like serious political issues like referenced in anything Marvel. Like, so, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, like, aside from that stuff, I mean, I'm not even going to include that in why I wasn't a huge fan of the series.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I mean, it was decent. It
was still a relatively good show. I still enjoyed it, but if you were asking me which one I would probably, out of WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, well, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which one I will watch again, it will probably be WandaVision, because I just love the visual effects of WandaVision, and because and also because too, Wanda has had a chance, and Vision for the most part, like she was Wanda. You're going into like potentially the retcon of things now that Disney owns the X-Men franchise. You're kind of going in because you can also tell that during the show, I would say there's a little bit of retconning, because now going into the fact that you could now start introducing mutants into the X-Men franchise, I mean, into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I think the story was, it was just, I just enjoyed WandaVision a lot more, because you finally, because you knew Wanda was powerful, but you just never knew how powerful, and she just never really had a whole lot of time to shine. Obviously, she was in, Age of Ultron, Civil War, both the Avenger movies, and now she has her own TV show. Now you had a chance to really get in depth, get to know the character, and really feel what she went through in that show. Whereas Falcon and Winter Soldier is all about,
there were a lot more heavy emotional moments in WandaVision, I think.
Whereas Falcon and Winter Soldier is more along the lines of taking up our responsibility, and that Steve left. And so I mean, again, both series are good. I enjoyed them both, but I think personally for me, I enjoyed WandaVision a little bit more than Falcon and Winter Soldier. And
keeping in line with this topic, I have to say that I'm probably most excited for Loki.
Oh yeah. I think Loki will probably top both of these shows.
Just looking at it, like, it already looks like it's going to be leaps and bounds better in terms of like visual effects.
Yeah.
And then add in like the fact that we're dealing with
time travel and
different dimensions, and man, it's gonna be
good.
I hope it's gonna be good.
And then
it really seems like it's gonna be great.
Yeah. And now news came out a couple of weeks ago after the series that I don't know how valid it is. I don't know, but they are talking about making a Captain America 4 movie for the MCU. So should it be interesting on how that plays out? And then we can't forget, like, but Sam gave up his wings to, I think his last name's Taurus, but in the comics he becomes the new Falcon. So Marvel is already setting up some of these other known characters in the MCU. So that's really good. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah. So I would give it a 7 out of 10 personally for me.
You're more generous than I am.
Because the show did do some good things, and it was really good. And then the ending, obviously just made it a little bit better. Them, Sam taking up the mantle of Captain America, and I guess, I don't know, it was just really good in my opinion. But yeah, that's me. Any more thoughts? I think you paused on me.
No.
Okay. You kind of like paused. I was like, what? Okay, so Well, all right, guys, that is it for this video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Tell us what you thought about the series finale and which one is your favorite, and how excited are you guys for Loki, which comes out in June, I believe.
Yeah, like soon.
Yeah, and then Black Widow comes out that following month. I think July 9th is when that comes out. And then we should also, before I forget, we should be getting a trailer for what is it? Far From Home this summer too, according to some
You
reports.
mean No Way Home?
Oh, sorry. That's right. There we go. My bad.
Well, wait, when?
So from what I've read, we're supposed to get a trailer, like a little teaser trailer this summer. I think around maybe July is when. If I had to guess,
I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, if I had to guess, we will probably get a trailer around the same time as Black Widow dropping.
Yeah.
If
Probably.
My assumption on that. So, but yeah. Well, all right, everybody, that is it for this video. Hit that like, subscribe button, like I said. Leave a comment, and we'll catch you guys later. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.